Hello students and welcome to the class. I am your history teacher Manoj Arora. Today we will be starting with the next part of the chapter, that is colonialism and the countryside. But before I start the chapter, I hope you all will be fine at your homes, taking care of your family as well as yourself. Before I start the chapter, in the last chapter I taught you about the Pahadiyas. How the Pahadiyas were raiding the villages. What were the various problems created by the Pahadiyas for the Britishers, and did the Britishers find the solution to this problem? Was it done? Now today we will study this in this video. If I talk about, I will continue with the last topic of the last video, the conflict between the hoe and the plow. Actually, hoe and plow here, it signifies two different tribes. Hoe signifies to the hill folk of the, I told about the Pahadiyas. The hoe signifies the Pahadiyas and the plow signifies the Santhals. We will study about this. This was basically the hill folk. Now hill folk is signified as Pahadiyas and settled agriculture is signified as Santhals. So this was not a battle of the Britishers. Britishers had found the solution for the Pahadiyas. Pahadiyas were creating a lot of problems. Firstly, British tried to subdue them with different methods, but when they were not able to do that, they brought Santhals as the solution to the problem, and in which they got successful also. Hill folk and the settled agriculturists, they were brought to subdue the Pahadiyas. In order to subdue, what were the policies made? In 1770, policy of extermination. Under this policy, the Pahadiyas were killed. They were shot down. As many were found, were shot down. This was a kind of, it was a war between the Britishers and the Pahadiyas. But in 1780, Augustus Cleveland, who was the collector of Bhagalpur, he came up with the idea of policy of pacification. Under this policy, the Britishers had given a definite amount to the tribal chiefs on this condition that they would not raid any of the village. Many of the tribal chiefs accepted this money and they were called as stipendary chiefs. But those chiefs, those who accepted this money, they lost their power within their community. While there were many, those who still were standing against the Britishers and they were applying their own methods. So the Britishers were, it was very hard for them to subdue the Pahadiyas. In 1810, Buchanan reached there. Buchanan wanted to explore the land, what kind of minerals it had, what kind of soil it was, whether it was fertile or not, what kind of crops could be grown. The main visit of Buchanan was, it was not administrative only, it was to keep the economic thing also in mind. But the Pahadiyas were not ready to support. They had seen very harsh policies of the Britishers. The Pahadiyas had seen the very harsh policies of the Britishers. That's why they did not believe on Buchanan. The moment Buchanan came into their areas, they receded back. They went into the deeper forest because they did not want to keep any contact with the outsiders. They had distrust. The Pahadiyas had the bad memories of pacification and repression. So Pahadiyas did not have something good, that's why they were not supporting at all to Buchanan. New intimation, the new danger came in the form of the Santhals. Santhals in every form were the ideal settlers. I wrote the last line, the ideal settlers. Now this entire para talks about that why were they ideal settlers according to the Britishers. Santhals were clearing the forest what the Britishers wanted because the Britishers thought that forests were unproductive. And in this way, the Britishers got people, those who would not only cut the forest but would transform the land into agricultural field. They were plowing the land, they were cutting the timber, whatever the Britishers wanted. The lower hills were occupied by the Santals. Now again I said the fight between the plow and the hoe. The lower part of the hills was acquired by the Santals. Now what choice did the Pahadiyas have? The Pahadiyas went deeper and higher on the forest. But this created problem for them. As they were moving higher on the mountains, the forest soil was decreasing in fertility and it was really becoming hard for the Pahadiyas to survive. The battles in Santals and Pahadiyas, what I said in the starting, was a battle between the hoe and the plow. The battle between Santals and Pahadiyas. Santals were the pioneer settlers. 1810, Buchanan wrote about Ganjuriya Pahad. He had written about certain people, those who had come there in the year 1800, and he called them Santals. These Santals were the ideal settlers. They were working on this soil. Soil of Ganjuriya Pahad was extremely fine, and he had not seen tobacco and mustard of finer quality which was grown in that area. The people shifted to that area. These Santals were hired by the zamindars. These Santals were hired by the zamindars to grow the crop. And Santals became an accurate answer to the problems of Pahadiyas. Today we will do till here only. I hope you must have understood the entire chapter. We will study the rest of the part in the coming videos. Still you have got any problem, please do let me know in the comment box or come to me in the online session arranged by the school. Please do write your name, class and section in the comment box. Read NCERT books, that is a must. Thank you very much. God bless you.